Dude, keep doing this coffee. But it's on record.
That $3,000 shitbox doesn't matter if you get a year out of it, because you can just buy another $3,000 shitbox.
Alright, welcome back to the Late Podcast.
How you guys doing? What about your shit box that you want to buy in Charlotte?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just looking at the shitboxes for sale.
The camera turns on and he gets scared.
Yeah, for real.
We got Mark, new guest, Jordan, face to the name.
Wow. Named, voice to the
Face to the
wow.
voice.
Jesus, I fucked
What?
up.
It's been a long day. And then,
He's been on the
Us as
podcast
usual.
twice.
Oh, yeah.
alright, so let's get started. Alright, so how'd you meet everybody, Mark?
Well, I met Jared in school,
And then we met during career day.
career day.
Talk a little louder.
I met you. You're just one of those types of people.
Well, me and Mark met out on the football field. This kid laid me out. I got up though, because he hit like a girl, but
I met them the same.
Being so big, you can only hit so hard.
As I recall, you were sitting on the sideline.
So you're saying he had to be carried off, not...
I don't recall that.
Yeah, because you were unconscious. You were dragged by 1 foot
Yeah.
all like this. You would have thought you were at Cedar Point, just...
Whee!
Sitting on the sideline rehydrating.
How about a
with
roller
water.
coaster? No, you just get carried.
Your head just hit a bump, sir.
Coach had to throw water in his face to wake him up.
High quality H2O.
Stop licking me, dog.
Low quality.
Well, I mean, shit, with 6 dogs, you probably got that a
It's
lot.
not 6 yet, it's 5.
5, 6,
Yeah.
12.
Yeah!
The
We're
one's
having
pregnant.
puppies.
Oh, jeez.
Wait,
Which one's pregnant?
Chloe, the white one.
Oh, alright, well, those ones will be
Who knocked
cute.
it off?
That's like the
Dean?
only cute one.
Yeah. What?
Who knocked that dog up? Dean?
Oh, Harvey. Dean's fixed.
He's clipped.
Yeah, he ain't got no nuts.
Harvey, Jesus Christ. It's about to be like 12.
Yeah, I'm telling
He said pound and pound.
But, so what do you do for a living?
You both kind of do the same thing.
you. We do the same thing.
I know.
Well,
Well, you both quit your job.
I quit my job to get a new job.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah.
So you were transferring jobs.
Yes.
Yes.
It's relocating.
Relocating to a better facility that offers more stuff.
There you go.
But you're leaving Hannah.
Yes.
You said that so quick.
Full Sunday.
Fucking full send, huh?
Yes.
How's your truck?
It's doing good. Besides, I went to Blossom. Somebody didn't like my political sticker on the back,
Fuck.
and was
Sorry.
shit-faced. Bumped into my truck. Had something hanging off the side of him, and he keyed my fender. So I yelled out the window, "If you hit my truck, I'm gonna kill you." And the dude bounced off of it and kept walking. Yeah. So now I got a key mark in my fender, but the truck still runs good.
Well, I mean, just wait till those plastic aluminum upper control arms give out.
Those are getting replaced.
Yeah.
Every day.
So how's your truck? I heard.
How's that diff?
I heard it was in the shop.
So my CV axle went, but
How's that 4-wheel drive going?
it's back now.
Why don't you just leave the truck in 2-wheel drive?
It is in 2-wheel drive.
Oh,
But
Matt told me that you left it in 4-wheel auto.
No, I said the angle when he went off road and tore the boot.
Probably.
You went off roading without me?
I didn't go off roading.
He wasn't taking the pavement princess off roading.
You went over a curb.
When
It's not like he took his truck full on mudding like what you expected, but he went to his campground.
No.
Yeah. So I put it in 4-wheel drive because it gets muddy down there. So, and I didn't want to get stuck in 2-wheel drive.
Makes sense.
Then the angle said bye-bye.
Yeah. Said F off. So.
You lived, you learned from it, now you're broke.
You live, you learn, you get a new truck
Actually,
in 5 years.
I have this beautiful thing called warranty.
Warranty. You gotta love it. Fully covered.
I was gonna say he got lucky to get that
It
covered
got
by
covered.
warranty on the lifted
Make
truck.
sure you buy your warranties.
Well,
Yeah.
my steering rack had to be replaced. That was covered under warranty. That was a $1,500 part. The CB axle was covered under warranty. I don't know how much those run. Like a couple
So it was
$100.
expensive.
Yeah,
But it was covered.
yeah, but it was all covered. And then like I had road paint on the side of my truck too.
Raise your hand if you have a warranty.
You don't have a warranty. Throw the hand down.
Extended warranty.
Yeah, extended.
Well, we all know who doesn't have a warranty.
Actually, you're wrong. I do have a 1-year warranty on my truck.
One?
Whoa, one.
What's that warranty for, though?
Probably if I send a rod up to Jesus Christ himself. I know. Or the 6L Slippy says bye-bye.
I'm just lucky. Like we're lucky that none of our trans is on.
I was gonna
Right?
say, it's kind of stupid giving drivetrain warranties on Chevy. It's the only worthwhile thing on a Chevy. It's like, we'll cover your drivetrain. It's like, great, the one thing they got right, the engine.
Right, exactly. Not all the electrical problems.
Are you gonna cover it when it blows something on an electrical box and fucking catches on fire? Nah.
Right. So I had a pre-owned, like certified whatever warranty.
Right.
So I got like everything covered. But when both of my taillights went, one went and then a week later the other went, and they were the harnesses, not the bulb. So I
Yeah.
got really mad.
Jared got mad and put that in the side of his
And
truck.
of course electrical things with Chevy. So
It always is.
it'd be a quiet.
So I
episode.
just pay people to fix stuff.
I didn't fix it.
Chevy fixed it.
I had a warranty.
Oh.
Honestly, buying a truck is like pick your poison on what shit you want to deal with.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You want electrical problems? Buy a Chevy. You want engine problems? Buy a Ford. You want transmission problems? Buy a Dodge. If you want the frame to rust out, buy a Toyota. If you want people to know you as a homosexual, buy a Honda.
Hey, you forgot about the Cybertruck. What?
Oh yeah, and if you just
If
want to
you're
be put on the waiting
flamboyant.
list for an imaginary truck, buy a Cybertruck.
If you are asexual, buy a Cybertruck.
If you're one of the 79 other genders, buy a Cybertruck.
and if you're just a fucking weirdo that doesn't fit with any of those, buy a Nissan.
What about the Gladiator?
Hey, the Titans are nice.
If you're a drunk douchebag that says, I have a big truck, buy a Jeep Gladiator.
What about a Tacoma?
He said the Tacoma. If you wanted to rust out, buy a
Toyota.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was talking about the Tundra.
Sorry that I didn't talk about that freaking Japanese counterpart to the Chevy.
If you want an
S10.
underpowered vehicle, buy a Tacoma.
Yeah.
Hey,
Specifically a 78 with a very funny water pump.
78, you mean 97.
That's the one.
I was like, what?
spaghetti noodle.
It's been a long day. Been a long time since we looked that up.
So, what was it? This past week I faced you in fantasy. How'd that
Hey,
go?
you got lucky, you know, because who did I play the first
Who
time?
won
Was
against us?
It was
Yeah.
you.
I
Didn't
played
even set up my
somebody the
lineup,
first
I
game.
forgot.
I don't remember who
It
it
was
was.
Yeah.
But after that, I was like, all right, my lineup's good. The day of, when I versed Jared, I checked my
Your
lineup.
tight end is
Gronkowski's out. I was like, bro, I can't even switch it. So I kind of screwed myself.
Okay, but fair enough. I beat you by like 60.
I know.
Even if Gronk was in, it wasn't gonna make a difference.
Literally, all the players I benched scored way more points than my actual
That's how it works.
players in.
Oh,
So when Jordan faced me, Dalvin Cook got injured, but so did Christian McCaffrey. So it was pretty fair. I mean,
Oh,
You still lost, right?
for our
Yeah.
lineup, for our lineup, I went in and I switched a bunch
How
of
bad
people
did I
out,
lose, though?
dropped my defensive line, and picked up one that's supposed to score pretty well. Pretty
yeah,
sure it was
you're
Patriots.
projected 6 points ahead of me.
How bad did I lose against you, though?
Oh, pretty hard.
Not bad, because I remember the last time when we played, I got destroyed every game.
Well, I'm so Christian McCaffrey's out right now, and the only way that I was winning when we faced last time, like 2 seasons ago or whatever was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he had
Held my
Christian
team.
McCaffrey and Mahomes.
I did have
That was
Mahomes
his
and Christian
dream team.
McCaffrey, the two highest and in fantasy points, and now you have Mahomes and I have Brady.
I have Jackson.
He has Kyler Murray. I'm
He
scared.
has Mahomes.
I have.
No, that's what I'm saying. He has
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I know you have Lamar Jackson, but he has the highest scoring quarterback right now, and it is very scary with Kyler Murray.
So what does it mean when a player is a D next to him?
Means he's a fucking dickhead.
Like a D next
Oh,
to.
doubtful.
Yes, I was gonna say you
Scores
click on
gone.
it. I believe it's doubtful. Then there's questionable and out or IR.
Yeah, for
Injury
injury
report.
report.
Yeah, I dropped.
Christian McCaffrey has moved to questionable,
All I'm saying is,
so
is
I should have him not this week but next week.
Yeah, I dropped a bunch of people, picked up a bunch of people.
I know. I looked at your team the other day, and it was completely different than the start of the season. I was like, "What the hell happened?" You were just like, these guys
said,
suck.
"I'm bored.
I
Let me
dropped."
switch
Did
it.
you
Everyone
even
like
draft or
2
did it auto
weeks.
pick?
no, I
Three.
drafted. I missed like the first 3 picks.
Yeah, me too. Because Jared texted me. He's like,
I was in the
"Oh,
bathroom.
we're drafted." I was like, "Oh,
I
shit."
scheduled it for 8:00.
Yeah,
I was just laying in bed. I
Oh,
forgot.
so look, I'm in my bathroom, right? I get out. I was taking a shower, so I get out. I lay in my bed. I look at my phone. I was like, "Dude, it's 8:10." I get out, and my first 3 picks are picked. Luckily, they weren't that bad, but still.
Well, there's
Yeah, we're on
it's the 4 of us that are in the league, so it's really hard not to get a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
on
you
the
can
phone
go
with
in
me. I'm
there-
like, is this guy good? Yeah, pick him up. Okay.
You can go through and literally right now go pick up AB, which would be like a top 10 competitor wide receiver.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not hard to find good players right now, but there's only 4 of us.
Yeah, I got Nick Chubb benched right now.
Well,
Damn
who
job.
are we facing this week?
Chargers.
I
That should
would,
be a
if
dub.
I were you, I would start Nick Chubb over whoever you have in because the Chargers are more of a they don't get a lot of points scored on them because they can shut down the secondary. Like they don't allow anyone to pass. Wait, hold on.
What's the Chargers' record?
All right, hold up. Austin
That's a good
Eckler.
question.
All right, fair enough. Keep him in because
Yeah.
Austin Eckler, with being on the Chargers,
What's the Chargers'
Since when?
record?
they're undefeated.
Are they?
Since when has Josh Allen been good?
He's
This,
been.
the
Josh
past
Allen,
2
He's
seasons?
been
Yeah,
good.
past
The
2 seasons,
have
and
been
then-
pretty
I was
good.
like, this
If
dude
you
used to be.
and then Hubbard is an amazing quarterback. The Chargers got so lucky with him.
I'm telling you, do you think the Bills will beat Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City's been on a losing streak.
Yeah, they won the
Really?
Super Bowl
What?
and they got cacked.
The only game they won this year was us.
What was Baltimore's record before we beat them?
When?
We just faced them. What was their?
No, we didn't.
I thought we just faced Baltimore.
We just faced the Vikings.
Yeah, ding dong, Minnesota.
The
Never mind.
Vikings.
He's getting
The
brain
Vikings
farts.
were 2-1. Now they're 2-2. I believe because the only team they lost to was Bengals, and then they beat the next 2 teams they played, and then they lost to us, which was so dumb. I mean, that game was pitiful to watch.
I know it was stupid.
It was rough to watch. It was like, am I watching the old Browns or the new
Yeah,
Browns?
right.
Parker was here. He'd have a heart attack with you saying that. He'd be like, "Whoa, don't give up faith."
Well, okay, the Browns D is the only reason we won.
Yeah.
Baker could not do anything. He looked horrible. Speaking of which, you're starting Murray, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm Mr. Professional. I know how to play fantasy football.
I've had Baker bench for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, I picked him up and I was like, Baker! One bad game, benched.
So when you did that, I told you not to do it.
Yeah.
He goes, I go, all right, so you're going to pick up this. Oh, I already picked up Baker. Well, fuck. I was trying to tell him to pick up Murray.
I picked him up
You know-
anyway.
You're getting very lucky right now.
Who?
Because for some reason, Seattle's playing today. So you're beating me 4.9-0.
Who, me?
No, Jordan, but
Oh,
I'm just
DK
letting you
Metcalf
know,
should be going off right
I
now.
got a
Go to the matchup.
63% chance of beating you.
I didn't even know. See how I didn't even set my lineup.
You got lucky.
DK hasn't done anything, but you know what's scaring me is this guy has Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp has scored like 40 points in the past 3-4 weeks. Like every week he scored like 30 plus points.
Yeah, dude needs to hurry up. He's got nothing for me right
Well,
now.
when you bump up
Neither
in the
does
locker
DK.
room.
You have 10 somehow.
Because I have the chart. I have the Rams D.
Whose defense you have? Seattle.
You have Tampa
No.
Bay.
Yep.
I've got the Patriots.
I think I got
So I dropped
TB
the
and
Browns.
Kansas City's.
I knew those were two horrible defenses to pick up, so I was okay with that.
Let me
The
see
only
who I
defense that
actually
was reasonable to pick up was Tampa Bay.
No, I got the Bills and the Saints D.
What's it say?
Oh, that's right. You got the Saints D. No, you got Tampa Bay.
Did I get Tampa Bay?
I don't know. He got to the point where he's like, auto pick.
I feel like he probably did that.
He's like,
Nah,
hey,
the
I
fir-
haven't been keeping up with football.
I haven't, so I was like trying to see. I was like,
You see him on Google, which defense is good. What
I should
quarterback?
have had Jimmy pick my people.
Typing it like an
Okay,
old dude.
like,
with...
Every year, it's always good to get the Rams D, the 49ers D, or...
Wait, who has the Rams defense? I was gonna pick them. As soon as I was about to pick them, you got them. I was like, "Are you
know who my
kidding me?"
backup D is?
Who?
The Niners.
Of course they are.
Why do you think Jared always wants to play? Because he knows he'll place first. I'll get second. You'll be last. And we got Hunter
Hunter's
third.
questionable right now. He might beat me. I didn't think about Cooper Kupp when we were playing, like when we were drafting.
You're
I was
2-0.
well, Tyreek
We
Hill
all
scored
have one loss.
Tyreek Hill scored 40 points against you.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, we're all 1-1. You're 2.
He's had Tyreek Hill for like the past 3 years.
I thought I was 0-2.
But I was
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to get Travis
You're
Kelce.
losing hard.
Travis Kelce was gonna be my tight end, and then George Kittle was gonna be my backup.
I wanted
and motherfucker
Kelce.
steals Travis
Yeah.
Kelce
I had
with
him-
the third pick or something. I'm like, he picked up a running back, Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and then
Yeah,
he
I
did
wanted
nothing
Kelsey
else.
too. And then I was like, all right, I got him queued up. Next thing you know, J-Dog picked Kelsey.
Yeah, I had Kelsey queued up. And then it says J-Dog. I was like, dude, I'm about to go to his house and beat him.
My cue was Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, and then you took Alvin Kamara. I was like so pissed off.
You
I
can
need
still
something
lose it.
And
Yeah,
then
he's
the
got
next
good
one was
players.
Dalvin Cook, and I sacrificed telling Hunter to pick up Dalvin Cook because I knew he was gonna need a good running back. And now
Yeah.
Hunter's team is gonna beat me after I told him how to make an amazing team.
Yeah.
So I got hookups.
Well, motherfucker! I was like, Cooper Kupp, he's good, but DK's better. And then Cooper Kupp goes off and scores 40 points a week. I'm like, fucking Cooper Kupp. Should have picked him up.
Got a karma action right there.
Well, because Matthew Stafford knows how to throw the ball like Jared Goff.
Yeah, he does.
So Cooper Kupp went from like an average of like 18, 20 points to now like 25-point average because Matthew Stafford knows how to fucking throw a ball.
Telling you, dude, it's the bumps in the locker room. They got him doing crazy stuff.
Well, I don't know if it's just a new line and a new wide receiver loadout for him or what, but Matthew Stafford has been on some type of drug this
He
year.
used to never be like that.
No, well, the only time he was ever like that was Calvin Johnson, and they were actually like decent, but they weren't like amazing, winning every game
Right.
that they played, but they were decent. They just never had a defense, so Matthew Stafford would have to like try and keep up,
Right.
and then with no defense, the defense just lets them walk by them, and then they score again. So then Matthew Stafford has to try and keep up. So they finally have one of the best defenses in the league, and Matthew Stafford has targets and weapons.
Mass destruction.
Yeah, right now you're
But I
beating
don't
Mark
think
with
he-
4.9 points.
I know, because I didn't set up my line.
You can still change it.
I know you can, but
You just can't use
you
ti-
can
lock it
change
anymore.
everyone except the current players that are playing.
Yeah,
Which-
right.
Who do you have playing right now? Tyler Lockett?
yeah,
Why would you take him out anyways?
I wouldn't. But I'm
Dude.
just saying, I didn't know the Seahawks were playing today.
I forgot about that, but DK has done nothing apparently.
I'm just telling you. You're under 50% on beating me, so you're done.
Oh, I'm under 50% for beating him, but I was under 50%. I was under 50%.
We were very close.
I was 49% and you had 51%.
Yeah, if it wasn't
And
for
that
my
changed
team
real
playing
quick.
on Monday, it would've
It changed it's the first game of Sunday. It changed.
Yep. I was like, yep, I'm gonna put my phone back down. I know I lost already. I'm not even gonna look at it.
Yeah, luckily he reminded me. He was like, "Yeah, you have players playing on Monday, so you might beat Jordan and me." And then I ended up winning by like 20 points, I think.
Well, yeah, because you had like 3 players that were still playing.
Yeah.
It yet to play.
What a 1-0 action.
That happened to me. Fucking.
Yeah, I'll take the loss. Matt didn't even want to play. Bitch.
Oh,
Hey, more wins for me.
Yeah.
And we could
Well,
have
Jordan
Matt.
would have actually got a win this season if Matt played.
We could have had Matt, and then Hannah could have played.
Exactly, we could have had a team.
We could have had 6 people.
Hey, I wouldn't have my whole lineup then, so I'm kind of glad it's just the 4 of us.
But it's easy now. Now it's like, oh.
Yeah, we could just trade in people who'd be like,
Oh.
oh, they're still out.
I can be
Hey,
like,
dude,
oh,
let me
Tom
borrow
Brady
this
isn't doing
player.
good. Let me go pick up Josh Allen. The fuck?
Right.
Drop.
I don't even know who my backup quarterback is. Because he's never going to play.
I got Josh Allen and
Oh,
Lamar
you know who I
Jackson.
have? Dak Prescott. That's my backup.
Oh, this is-
Yeah, keep Tom Brady in.
Dak Prescott scored so many points the first week. Like, he's been going off, but Tom Brady just
Wait
went
till
on
his
this
knee
like
starts hurting.
Tom Brady went on this rant and wanted to like destroy everyone and throw 5 touchdowns a game. So it's Tom Brady too.
Yeah.
But he only got me like 12 points this last week, and Dak went off and got like 28. I was like, damn. And then like I'm stuck with Zeke right now instead of Christian McCaffrey, and I'm very scared because Zeke is hit or miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very much. And then I've got Saquon Barkley as my backup, and he's very hit or miss. I've got 2 hit or miss running backs in right now.
You just better hope the weather's good because they both got knee problems.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Maybe
like,
not-
fuck, I'd
might
be
not
better
be
off
raining.
picking up Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
Jesus Christ. What year is he playing for the Ravens now? Man, he's jumping all over the AFC North.
Lucky bastard.
Who? The Ravens?
No, I'm not even a fan of him.
Who, Le'Veon Bell? I'm not either.
I just don't like people who play for the Steelers.
Well, he played for KC. No, he went to the Jets, then KC, and now he's a Raven.
Yeah. What a narc.
They're not even starting him.
No, let's pay him money and not start him.
Right.
They're like paying him practice squad money. They're not like really paying him.
Still
a lot.
better than what I'm making.
Still better than the
Yeah,
military.
because practice squad money is like $500,000.
Yeah, still better than our
I'll
military.
take that all day.
I know, I would too. I actually don't know what his like. I don't know what his signing, like
Shoot,
what his signing fee was and stuff, like how much he's making and stuff. Why don't you look up the Le'Veon Bell?
Fact check.
Ravens.
Shoot,
Tom.
with that kind of money, I could have all 3 diesels I wanted to drive.
Paid
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
You would be like, I don't have to make a decision now. The only thing I gotta do is make the decision in the morning of which one
What
I'm gonna
color
drive.
I
Dodge, a Ram, a Ford, or a Chevy.
His 1-year contract was $1,960.
So
Fuck.
not
I was like,
$196,000.
wait, what?
What? I make more than that in a day.
$196,000.
Yes.
So practice squad money.
Hey, that's still over 6 figures.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
but he like going from what he was making. That's
He
not
was
that
making
much.
millions. You know what he blew it on?
That's cocaine.
Blows and bitches. What?
Yep. Boats and hoes.
Man, he's short, only 6'1".
It's my height. What the fuck?
Well, like Baker, how tall is he? 6.
6'1"?
6'1".
Well, yeah, for a quarterback that's short, right?
He's a running back.
Well, yeah, shouldn't he be taller though?
No, it's
Most
easier
running
to
backs in the
tackle.
league are like 5'10".
Yeah,
Shit, let me
Elliot's
get in shape.
short. Elliot's short.
Let me get in shape, learn how to run faster. I'll be
A
fine.
little bit of creatine.
A lot of it of creatine.
California turnaround.
Right?
A lot of it of steroids. Have you ever taken steroids? No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me?
On
I
that
don't know what you're talking about.
I took bucked up.
Just bugged up.
Fucked up, got me
There-
fucked up, and now I'm here.
They're just like, really? Because your drug test comes back and everything's positive. You're like, I knew it was a good idea studying for it.
That means I did good, right?
Uh,
Mom always told me I was a G-man.
Who's your wide receiver core?
Let's look.
I just want to know. Well, I know Christian. Cup. I know him. Cooper Cup.
Let's see.
Mike Evans. Oh, I've got this in the bag.
And
Mike Evans is gonna drop the ball this week.
Allen.
Keenan
I
Allen.
got
You have
Devontae.
Keenan Allen in as a flex instead of a run. Alright.
Got Devontae Adams, Stefan Diggs,
Well, hell.
Stephon Diggs honestly is a beast.
Justin Jefferson,
He's a rookie.
and
Thielen and Hopkins don't look too
what's his
hot
name?
compared to him.
Chris Goodwin.
This man just said DeAndre Hopkins doesn't look that hot. Do you know who that man is?
Points. I'm looking at points.
DeAndre Hopkins is like the #1 wide receiver in the league.
You ever seen him do that little cool cutscene on Madden?
No, his
Not
catch.
the Odell one.
You see his catch last year, in between the 3 Bills players, and
Yeah.
Kyler Murray just threw it up, and it was like a 10% chance he's gonna catch it, and he caught it, because that man's a beast of a wide receiver.
Well, should I keep Allen
They
in
could
there?
just jump.
Well, Keenan Allen is only good because his because his quarterback is so so good this year.
Precise.
No, he's so good this year.
Very-
Hubbard,
very
Precise, accurate,
Yeah.
pristine.
he's
Big
like a
words.
young. he's what was his name? Philip Rivers, but young again. So, that's what makes them a Super Bowl contending team.
So should I keep
Of course, all
Keenan?
my people are questionable.
Yeah, all those players are questionable. I'm telling you, just wait till next week. Maybe they'll heal.
Oh, it's
Is
a
it really?
50-50 now?
Pretty
Wow,
much.
that's weird, isn't
Questionable
it?
out, injury report, questionable.
Dude, I told you to take
Wait
auto
until
pick
Sunday.
God
God
It's
damn
only
it.
Thursday.
Christian McCaffrey. So my wide receiver core is Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, absolute beast of wide receiver. Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper, when he's healthy, is
Pretty good.
he's like Michael Thomas. I mean,
True.
you can't tell
I'm not
me
going to
wrong.
disagree.
And Tyreek Hill is just on another level when he gets open. Because every pass when he's open is like a 40-yard pass.
Yeah, and then let him rush for another 20.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it's just dumb. Like, why does that happen? It's so annoying. But it's amazing for points. And DK is just an absolute monster of a unit of a human being.
Right.
So I wish I would have picked up Hunt.
Kareem Hunt?
Yeah.
Why?
He's good?
I said DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that's why I said I wish I would have picked up Hunt, because he's another unit. Plows through people.
Nick Chubb is our starting running back.
Does he seem to be doing pretty good?
The only time they put Hunt in is on like 3rd down conversions.
Yeah.
Still good.
He's still scoring points.
Right?
I don't think he really gets any touchdowns though.
I don't think he's even gotten one this year.
That's my point. Like I don't think he's gotten one this year, but I know like Nick Chubb has. At least one. He's got
I
at
think
least
he's got a couple.
I think he's got 2.
Yeah.
Because when they get down to that goal line situation, who are you really gonna give the ball to?
Give Chubb the ball.
Like the man with the thighs that are the size of your head.
Have you seen his
or-
face? I'm telling you, Chubb looks like Nemo.
Did you get his cereal?
Huh?
Did you try his cereal?
He has cereal?
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's Reese's.
No, it's.
Okay, that was bad.
It's
Cinnamon crunch.
yes, it is, but it's Chub Crunch or something.
Yeah.
No.
It's like cinnamon crunch.
But have you guys ever realized how, like 90% of famous athletes have Reese's as their cereal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why?
I'm not eating none that says Chubb on the bag.
I think LeBron has Wheaties.
Well, because
Everybody gets a Wheaties box.
every
Russell
MVP
Wilson was on the Wheaties
every
box.
MVP of any league gets an offer from Wheaties.
Bruce Jenner got a Wheaties box.
Mike Trout probably got a Wheaties box too.
Kyrie Irving got a Wheaties box.
Hell, if Johnny Manziel didn't smoke crack and beat women so soon,
Yeah,
they probably
so
would have
wait.
given him one too.
How come? I want to know why LeBron isn't the face of Nike, but what's his name? The guy that
Magic
kneeled.
Johnson.
The guy that kneeled on the field.
Oh, are you talking about the 49ers quarterback?
Yeah.
Kaepernick
was the face of Nike for a little bit.
Yeah, because he was kneeling.
Yeah.
You know, we got all
He
this
was
stuff
kneel-
going
He was
on.
proving a point.
And you got all these liberals like,
You guys-
oh, let's praise him.
You guys know who George Costanza is?
No.
Seinfeld.
Sure.
I guess, sure.
Why are you
Yeah.
looking at Wheaties boxes right now?
I looked up athlete cereals. George Costanza from Seinfeld. They got him on a Wheaties box.
Oh, because he had a baseball bat.
Oh, that's great.
They'll stick anyone on a Wheaties box.
Mark, I expected more energy from you.
It's been
LeBron-
a long day, I'm telling you,
LeBron
man.
was on Cheerios
Yeah.
at one point.
You know,
I had a very stressful day today.
yeah.
They'll throw Jared on a Wheaties
An Olympic
box
swimmer was
eventually.
on cornflakes.
Who?
Ryan Lochte.
Oh,
Yeah.
how you about to say Michael Phelps?
No. Michael Phelps has his own brand. He doesn't support any other brand.
True. Lone Wolf.
I remember.
Why was your day so long?
Well, it was my last day at the company. So it was like, okay, I'm not doing nothing. So sitting there for 8 hours doing absolutely nothing.
I
I'm
know,
doing
I
that
gotta-
for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, literally 2 weeks straight. So it was like that last day, it's like, dude, like I'm done. And then,
I know, I got a lot of Snapchats from Jordan in the
Yeah.
bathroom. A lot. Like every time I snapped him, he was in the bathroom.
And
Right.
he'd always reply within like 2 seconds. It's like, dude, talk to someone else.
right.
Screw you too.
So you weren't doing anything at work because it was your last day and you didn't really
Yeah.
give a crap.
Well, I mean, okay, let's fast forward. You can explain it too. But let's fast forward all the way back till we put our 2 weeks in.
You mean
You
rewind?
rewind.
Same difference.
You get the gist.
Yeah.
I was like, where are we fast forwarding to?
Whoops.
Alright, so Mark and I, we got into the meeting together. Then told him that we were putting in our 2 weeks notice.
Mm-hmm.
Told him what this new place had to offer. Our everyday supervisor we work with every day. He was happy for us. Got a better opportunity. But the plant manager, he was like, I'm disappointed at you. Bull.
And then me being cocky, I just went off. I was like, blah, blah, this. I was like, look, I got better benefits here. I'm learning, increasing my, how would you say it?
It's a no
Skill level.
Yeah.
Right. It's a no-brainer.
Like-
and then,
Like he told us when we got our last raise, he was like, "You can't be mad at someone for bettering yourself."
right. And then he goes and says, I'm disappointed in you guys. So then there's like
But
this,
you're leaving to better yourself.
right. Our supervisor was on board along with everybody else in the shop. Everyone was happy. They were like, good for you guys. Get out of this hellhole.
Right.
Because like you're literally doing the same thing for 8 hours a day. You're sitting down. You're not learning anything. It's the same repetitive order. And
Yeah.
It just gets annoying. So we're in that meeting. Awkward moment of silence. And I just look at the plant manager. I was like, why do you look so mad? And he's like, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I was like, isn't that the same thing?
Right.
I was like, who are you trying to fool? And
Yeah.
then he gets all mad and everything, blah blah. So we leave, and it was great because they enforced us to wear masks again. So he was dealing, or he claimed he was dealing with all this drama at work. And I was like, you know what? He made fun of me and said I babied COVID when I had it because I went to the ER. And I was like, so you're going to make fun of me after I give you 12 to 13 hours a day. I do 400 parts, 700 parts a day for you. And you're still going to go and talk smack. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make his Friday even worse. And I was like, Jordan, come with me. So we go up to the supervisor, and I was like, we got a career-changing opportunity. We need to talk about it. So they pull us in, and I was like, boom, we're putting our 2 weeks in. Screwed his whole Friday over. And so now I guess he's like been holding this grudge against us.
You know, they enforce this mask thing at work. Everybody else was wearing a mask. There's me walking around with no mask on.
This is Jordan. He's like that lost kid looking for his mom with that. It was great.
Jordan be like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so they had like this, I wouldn't say policy. It's kind of like a bonus thing they have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you don't use the company's insurance, they give you a little bonus check every 3 to 4 months. It's like $600
Each quarter.
Yeah.
So after a while, that kind of adds up. And I've been there for almost a year, and I haven't received any of them. So you add that up, that's like a little over $1,200.
Yeah.
And so today, finally, our HR guy got back to us after holding it out for 2 weeks, and I was like, "Look, are we getting the checks or not?" So we each get pulled in separately. I go in first, and I was like, this company likes to screw with you, so they'll say one thing and deny the other. So I went on my phone, went on voicemail, and recorded the whole thing, just in case they tried to say they didn't do something or say something. So I go in there, we start talking, and we sit down. HR guy's talking to me. He's like, "Oh, so I partially got paid for being out with COVID."
Yeah.
And then we go into the meeting, and he's like, "Okay, well, the owner's going to pay you the other 24 hours, which they technically owed me 27. But I was like, I'm not going to bet you over 3 hours. So I was like, okay, cool. We sit down. We start talking. He says, they'll pay you that. Then he brings out this paper with a receipt for $65. And he's like, oh, by the way, those uniforms you ordered, yeah, they're going to come out of your upcoming check. After we were told from the chick that we ordered from, they'd get taken out from our check every time we got paid until the amount was done. So then me and Jordan get hit with a bill on our last day, and that's going to be coming out of our check.
Going away present.
Yeah. And then
how much was yours for?
mine was like $65.
Mine was for $180.
But you
How
got
much shit you ordered?
But here's the difference. So I ordered
$80. I would have went in there and broke $200.
I would have for $180. I would have returned all the shit.
I'm telling you, if I had a work shirt on, I would have took it off and put it right on the table. I would have walked out of the shirtless. I don't care.
Here you go.
The worst part is I ordered like 3 dry fits and 3 cotton t-shirts and a sweatshirt. This dude ordered half a whole damn wardrobe. Like, I'm talking, he's got 6 long sleeves, 6 of one color tees, 6 of a different color. I'm just like, well, no shit, it was $180.
Jordan, you spent $200 on shirts with a little blue fishy on it.
Yeah.
And his name.
In my name.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
didn't
a
know
good guy
that
to
was
do
added on to the bill. If I would have known that, I would have just got it plain.
You gotta read the fine print.
They didn't tell me that.
Yeah, there was no fine print.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in there.
So are you gonna get the fucking $1,200 or not?
I'm getting to that point.
All right.
So we're sitting in there, and it starts getting a
I
little
need to
heated.
know.
Like there's tension because this the plant manager like pulled the seat out so I'd sit right next to him, and I already had like built up anger from when he talked that smack. So I'm sitting there, I'm just like, dude, just say something stupid. I was like, let me go off. So of course he puts a smart comment in because the HR guy says management is gonna deny that for you. And I'm sitting there just asking a question. I was like, why are they going to deny it? I was like, why have I almost worked here for a year, put in all the overtime you guys wanted, came in at 5:30, stayed till 7:30, 6:30, did everything, came in on weekends, and I'm not going to get that bonus check? But everybody else in the shop that leaves early, makes up excuses, all that, will get the check. And they're like, so the reasoning is he worded it like, since me and Jordan are leaving, we're not gonna get it, cause we basically janked them, screwed them over, and that kind of irritated me. I was like, so you're saying I'm screwing the company over by leaving for a better opportunity? I was like, how is that screwing the company over?
Then the smart comment was like, it's not a going away present.
No, that was towards the end.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, it just makes no sense. So I'm sitting there just asking a question. I was like, how does that make any sense that I'm janking the company if I'm earning that, basically? Like, I'm showing you that I'll put in the work to get there.
Right.
So blah, blah, he won't get off the janking part. And then I was like, to me it sounds like you guys screwed me over by making me do everything, and I'm not going to get the bonus while all your other employees that half-ass everything will get it. And then the plant manager gets pissed, and he's like, what don't you understand? I was like, he said this stupid word, and I was like, dude, I just barely graduated. I was like, I'm not going to know what the hell this word means. So I was like, dude, I'm blue collar. You sit in an office all day. I was like, I come in, I do my 8 hours, and I'm out. And then I guess that like really flipped his switch. So he's like, all right, well, this conversation's over. We're not going to argue. And then his smart remark was, you don't have to clock out. You can just leave. So he basically kicked me out. And also, as I'm getting up, I'm just like, basically saying, this is bullcrap, blah, blah, this. And he's like, the company doesn't offer going away gifts. I was like, it's not a going away gift. I earned that. And then I was like, you know what, whatever. I was like, you're running this company into the ground. You don't know how to manage anything. And I called him an asshole. I kicked the door open and I left.
No, you also said all the welders are leaving too.
Oh, yeah, I said the whole welding department's gone. I was like, have fun. And then we, what was it? Right after work, we go on Indeed. We find the group post or the post for that company, and we start reporting it and writing like all these comments that the plant manager's doing. They're screwing people over on pay and everything, how they treat you like shit.
So another side of the story, the plant manager wanted to go to Harmon to recruit people.
To our welding school.
So
Yeah.
Mark and I's idea was...
We're going in tomorrow.
We're going in
Tell
tomorrow.
them not to go to that.
Yeah, not to go there.
I would love to join that conversation.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm not.
All right, come on.
Sweet.
Give me a time.
Sometime in the morning.
Well, the senior class is in the afternoon, so...
Right, that's what I figured.
What's the time they start?
It's like after 12.
Alright.
The whole schedule.
As long as I'm done helping Todd, I'll be there.
Okay.
He just needs help moving to his apartment.
Do you guys have a written contract with that company?
No.
No, because... So the only written thing that we have is our routing numbers.
Jesus.
I was
To
gonna
how
say,
we get paid.
Because I was gonna say, if you have a written thing down that they are obligated to pay
Give
you
you
that.
that.
And there's the thing. We were supposed to go, and right after we got hired, it was like, this was back in January. So, backtrack like 10 months. Something like that. A long time. We never got called in to fill anything out.
I was supposed to set up my 401k in January.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Nothing. So I was like, they can't do crap. But then, coworker came up, asked what happened. I explained the whole thing, and he's like, so what'd you really think was going to happen? He was like, you really think they're going to give you that money? He was like, you already put your 2 weeks in there. They're not going to give you jank. I was like, yeah, you're pretty right. Like, makes sense.
And that's why
Yeah, pretty much.
the HR guy waited 2 weeks for a reason.
Yeah.
Because the supervisor probably told him.
Yeah, and I was like, what if I said all that and then put my 2 weeks in? Maybe I would have got that money.
Highly doubt it. Dude seems like a douchebag.
Whoever owns that company is hiring the wrong people to run it.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm.
So
Jeez.
I had to mark my territory.
They're clearly not doing any interviews.
Had to mark my territory.
They can't get
Burn some
anybody.
rubber at the end of the day.
They do
in the
start doing a
parking lot.
burnout right in the parking lot.
Smoke just everywhere.
Nice.
I wish I would have got a video.
I tried to just happen too quick. By the time I picked up my phone, opened it, hit Snapchat, it was already over.
And there's people sitting at like that.
Literally, a car
This
literally
man's like a
stopped.
one-pump Trump here.
Yeah, this dude's starting to do a burnout. This car comes up, he stops, and the people in the car are chanting him. Like they're waving their arms, saying, yeah, and I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. So I squeal right behind him.
Them, someone already did it once.
Yeah, right.
You stopped that. Fuck you.
Yeah, the white truck was cooler.
Yeah.
Mark's like, I'm not ruining my Hemi.
Yeah, I was like, I like my tires. Them fuckers are expensive.
I know.
Yeah, Jared.
Speaking of rims and tires, what was the total price of your rims and tires?
Jared's like, cannot discuss on camera.
So
Because I told people otherwise.
to get my rims, my tires, and my lift installed, it was $2,600
Just to put it on?
to get. No.
Or that's
The-
parts
so
of labor?
the parts for the rims and the tires
Right.
were like 2,200,
Mhm.
and then he spent like 4 hours on my truck, or no, like 6 hours on my truck, and it's like 60 an hour or something. And it was like it came out to like 25 something. It was really close to like $2,600 to get the rims, the tires, and the labor to put the lift on, the rims, and the tires on, and the lift was $800, like $3,200.
Dude, the fucking fuels and tires that I'm looking at, it's fucking $4,000.
Yeah.
Are you getting American Forces?
That's what I said. And there's no chrome. It's just a little bit.
Mine has a little bit of chrome, but
They have as much chrome as yours, like just right in the spokes.
yeah. And I mean,
$4,000.
they look good. They've got a good depth, and
Thanks
Yeah.
a lot, Jared. Now you want
They've got a
you're
good
making me
offset.
want to get 20 by
No, literally.
12s now.
20 by...
they are 20 by 12.
That's why I'm like, thanks a lot. I wanted 20 by 10s, but after seeing your truck, I'm like,
You know, I'm
shit.
telling you.
kids, you need to do a crazy offset 24 by 14s. That's what you need to do.
I'm not
Why
trying
would
to
you
hit my.
put
I'm not trying to hit
why
my
would you put
windows.
a 14 That's like that much.
That's not
By,
even
like-
fit
It's
on
like
my truck.
that F-150
By, like,
that
this
drives through my
wide.
neighborhood.
Right.
No, I mean 14-inch wide, 24 tall.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit my windows with rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't think I don't?
Huh?
I
You
said
don't
you
got
don't think
flares
I don't?
on.
You don't got flares on.
I don't want flares.
I know you don't.
You
I'm
know,
not
you
going
should-
against that.
Are you
No,
gonna
but I'm
put-
paying.
He-
I'm about to
he
pay like
doesn't want
$400
flares.
for
The
my
wrap.
whole truck to get wrapped with the
Yeah.
film protection.
How much is it?
Like $1,200.
That's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
My dad's buddy, that's an electrician, actually.
Well,
did
that's
that.
just for the material. I don't know how much it is. Cost
Oh well,
for.
he
damn,
played a
shit.
decent amount because he got like this type of, it's a ceramic wrap, so
Mhm.
it's gonna protect it from the weather elements,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
And UVs.
yeah, the UVs, and it's gonna keep the car cool because he has a black turbo diesel,
Mhm.
so it's supposed to like deflect 80% of the heat from the sun. So
That's the one I'm looking at. It's supposed. It's
right
pretty
when you
close
get
to
in the
that.
car, it's gonna be cool. So like it's 90 degrees outside. It's gonna be nice and cool in your car.
Even tint does that.
Yeah, the ceramic tint. I'm thinking about switching my tint out with that.
I have it, and it's like when you get in my truck, it's like you're expecting it to be like.
Right.
But I get in my truck and it's just nice and like it's not
not
super
bad,
hot. It's like all right, get in. Don't have to roll the windows down. Like turn the truck out and roll the window. Like, you don't
Right.
have to do that. You just get in. It's nice. Like okay, it's not super hot, and then like you can roll the windows down and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
So you got the ceramic tint
yeah,
on the sides,
just on my
your driver and passenger. So do you see a difference when you look out the window between the ceramic tint and regular tint?
There's a little bit of a purple.
But is it more clear? Because I've seen a lot of people say that the ceramic is actually
Like
a
you,
lot
It is.
more-
It's really
I
clear.
think you
Yeah.
can see through ceramic better, where like the cheek
'Cause-
tint it
right,
makes it
'cause, like,
harder to see.
You can see really well.
How much
Yeah.
was your ceramic tint?
Well, I got the I know the guy discount and the military
Right.
discount. So it was like, I want to say he charged me like $40, but I gave him 80.
Yeah, so I paid $120 for mine, and it's just regular jank tint,
Yeah,
and
mine
it's
was.
super hard to see at night.
Well, what he was gonna charge me was $70, and I was gonna give him a $10 tip,
Right.
and then he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Here's this." I was like, "Oh, all right."
I'm gonna have to talk to your guy because I'm actually trying to replace the tint on my sides,
Yeah.
run a tint across the front, and then a 5% sun strip.
That's gonna be a little bit more.
Well, I don't care. I just want shit done.
Wait, did you do
Sick
the?
and tired of waiting.
Did you do the front and back? or just
No, I just did the
driver and
driver and
passenger?
passenger.
I want to match my.
It's
Driver
pretty
and
damn
passenger.
close. That's why I'm like,
That's what I'm. That's what
It's
I'm trying
like-
to
it's
do. is
legal
match the
limit,
back.
and then the back is like 2% darker. So it's like
Yeah.
you
So,
can
like-
barely even tell.
When it's super hot outside, my driver's side and passenger side will match the back. But when it's a little bit cooler, like you can
It's a-
tell
yeah,
that it's
you can
lighter.
tell. But that's because the factory tint is just a
Right.
different tint.
I'm just.
So if you were to place all of it, it'd match.
I'm not tweaking over it, but ceramic.
I'm not
tint.
worried about it because it blends so well with a black truck that you
Right.
unless you're really, really trying to find everything that's completely wrong with the truck, you can barely even tell.
Right.
Like when the truck's going down the street, you can't tell. Not at all.
So you also got the rough country lift, right?
I have a ready lift.
Ready lift. So now, what came in your lift? Just spacers?
Upper control arms, the spacers, the differential lower spacer, new U-joint bolts.
Right.
There's a couple other things.
Is it a smooth ride? Like, can you
Yeah,
tell that
yeah.
it's
They're
rocky?
the shock spacers. I believe there was one more thing I just can't.
Because that was,
Back blocks.
Oh yeah, that's spacers.
I was looking at a BDS lift. A 4
Those
inch.
are those
BDS
are
is
basically
good, but
they're
those are
expensive.
those are basically what are they called? They're,
Fab Tech?
they're on
I-
Fords a lot.
I think BDS
No, BDS is the-
Fab Tech.
Like no, the mother brand of Rough Country is what I thought it was.
It could be,
No,
but Rough Country's like the cheap one.
Yeah,
Right,
doesn't it
BDS
go
is
like-
the higher of Rough Country.
It
I wanna
it's
say.
like what, rough country, and there's like another one that I think it was like Fab Tech, BDS.
Then they've got there's a separate company, Pro Comp, that
Yeah,
it's
Pro
like
Comp.
$5,000 for the list, but
Well, I
everything's
think there's one before Pro Comp. It starts with like a M or something, and that's like your 6 to 8 inch lift.
Oh yeah, the
It's like
McGoffey's or something.
Yeah, McGoffey.
I'm trying to. There's one that starts with an O. I'm not thinking of Rancho. I'm thinking it's a different one. R. I'm sorry, not
Oh, R?
R. And
Oh.
it's a lot of
Ready
times
lift?
on the it's on the Fords.
I feel
a
like I
lot.
know what
It's
you're
not
talking
ready lift.
about.
But they're actual coils, and it's on the Fords a lot. Like I'm pretty sure the Raptors come with it in stock.
Fox shocks.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fox. I don't know why I thought it was.
I don't think Fox themselves makes like lifts, but they make like
No, but
No, they
lift
make
components.
coils.
This-
Yeah.
the BDS I'm looking at has Fox.
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
for it. And
But
I
my
was-
thing
was
is,
it
I
about
don't.
$3,000 for the lift or something.
No, it's actually. I want to say 2,100,
That's not bad because it
It's-
changes
it's
everything
pretty good.
with it. Seems like
and that's with the upgraded stuff too. That's
Right.
like stop,
Yeah.
like no upgrades. I think it's like
Are you getting?
1,800.
I was gonna say what.
I don't want to spend that much money.
Right.
Right, but I heard the ride quality with the BDSs,
And there's
They're
nice.
good.
and I could. I'm still debating on if I'm gonna
Jordan's
select
just like
35 or
hockey
33s.
pucks on my truck.
He's like,
I
I'm
just-
buying $200 spacers.
I just like this lower look and aggressive with wide tires.
Why
He's
don't
trying. He
Yeah.
wants to rub
Jordan,
when he hits
I
a
know.
bump.
Right?
Jordan, switch of idea. Why didn't you lower your truck? Put a set of
Squat it.
wheels on? Squat it.
I
Yeah.
have
But
not
then I
driven
gotta
a
put
squad.
27-inch
9-inch lift
tires
in
on
the
it.
front,
Like,
3-inch drop in the back.
I'm okay. I have people on Snapchat
I don't
that
even.
do
I
that.
don't even
wanna
think you'd
blow
have
my
to
head
drop
off.
the rear.
So another thing. So the lift I'm looking at is 4 inches, right?
Yeah.
So is it gonna
A
eat-
4-inch BDS lift.
They
That's a
should level
lot
that.
of shit for that.
Yeah, I know. I was
Mine's
looking
a
at the
4-inch
picture.
lift.
It was so much crap. I was like, damn.
That's like. Your truck would be in the shop for a whole day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
But
want.
That's a lot of labor.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
but
it is.
on the bright side, with an expensive lift, nothing's a space or everything gets switched
Right.
out. So
That's
every
why.
single
I'm-
angle is guaranteed to be good.
Exactly.
The parts are going to be
I'd
good.
rather spend that extra buck.
Might as well if you keep the truck.
Right. But at the same time, so if it's a 4-inch lift, is it gonna level out the truck, or do you have to do?
They
Okay.
they typically do. Sometimes
Mine
they-
was just a 4-inch lift. It leveled
So
out.
sometimes they still have a rate to them. You need to see what the lift's for. If it's a 4-inch level or 4-inch where it's still just 4-inch overall, and they'll still have a rake.
There's a lot of things that I've been thinking of just buying and adding onto my truck, like new struts and
Yeah.
shit.
If you go to 4-wheel parts and show them, they'll
I
be
went
able to
there
tell
and
you.
there's. I think they like overpriced the crap out of their
They
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
Because I compared some prices and I was like, dude, some of them are like $400 markups.
That's what I do. I have like 5 different tabs.
Yeah,
and I compare
I'll be
'em all.
like, boom, boom, boom.
I need to figure out, like, I want to change a lot of things on my truck, like, that I already have done, because I'm like, I just spent $800 on that, why would I remove it and like, do something else?
Right.
But,
Because you don't like it. That's why.
well, Matt, not everyone's like you and has to get a new truck every year. And then have to have 20 grand on top of what you're already paying.
Yeah.
So, what I want is like, I spent this $800. I want to make what I have.
Right.
So what can I add to it to save my parts that
The
are
rotary
on my truck?
LEDs.
So no, like I need to lower my differential clearly more after I fucking broke a CV axle. Now I have to figure out what can I buy to lower that and make my angles a little bit better. And I'm gonna get new struts because I don't like the spacer.
Yeah, that BDS lift comes with new struts.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why I'm just like,
Don't forget that headliner.
Galaxy.
Add into your truck.
All those things are aesthetic.
Yeah.
All of them are aesthetic, and like, yes, I like them, but I want to get those things that to save my truck first before I'm just spending the money on aesthetic.
Yeah.
You see Jordan, a big white marshmallow going down the road with his little wheel lights.
He is a white marshmallow.
The Michelin Man.
Okay.
All right.
What about, how hard were your rock lights? Like
How hard
wiring
were they?
wise?
I think I spent like 2 hours on them.
Oh, that's
But-
Sick, so I'll call you.
It was my father. So, but
Sick,
like,
so I'll come over. We'll get it done in 30 minutes with 3 of us.
but like we had to like,
did it. Right.
but we had to take out all of the
The
wheel
liners.
wells and wire it, tape it, and zip tie things. And
The cable management was the longest, probably, right?
no, not at all. What took the longest was putting the lights in it. Was like setting the lights where you want them, and then like figuring out how to mount the light there. That's what took the longest. The cables, honestly, were so easy because you find a point that you're gonna run them all to. Then you figure out how you're gonna get it through, and it takes a minute to do that. So there a lot of trucks, they have like holes in the bottom, so like
Right.
that if water were to get in, they can run through. But they're normally sealed with a frame sealant. So you can drill that frame sealant out, then run the wires through it, and then just reseal it again.
Right.
It's not hard. So that's all I did. I found a point where I can drill through. I drilled through that, and I ran the wires through the side underneath all of my plastic and everything, took all of that out, and then tapped into a 24/7 running power, which was the 12-volt fucking cigarette lighter.
Right.
Tapped into that, soldered into that, and the lights are powered even when the truck is off. But they're not on unless you turn them on, so it's not draining your battery.
So.
Because I tapped into the one that it doesn't stay on unless you power it.
Right.
Unless you like ask for the power, it won't be on.
So do you have only lights in your wheel wells, or do you also have them
So-
under your cab?
I have 2 in each wheel well. I have 2 in the rear, 2 in the front, and then 2 on each side. I want to get 4 on each side, 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and 3 in each wheel well.
Because I was thinking about putting 3 in each wheel well, 2 like in the middle, and I'm still debating on if I want to put 2 in the front of the bumper and 2 in the back.
So
That's like 19 lights. I saw one guy do it, but the
It's
hell
not that
he
hard.
went through. But he also ran it so weird, because he was doing that on 2500. So I guess
if you have enough cord, it's really easy.
dude had a lot of cord. So
I didn't have a lot of extra.
I
cord,
just think that's like
but
too much.
I like figured out all the measurements and everything and did it
Right.
properly. What took actually the longest was figuring out how much cord I actually needed to run from every angle that I wanted. To run all the way from the rear of the truck all the way to the front of the truck. So and then you buy a lot of like extensions, a lot of
Yeah.
adapters, and all that shit, which is just extra shit that like you don't think about when you're buying lights. People just buy lights and think that everything's gonna be there, and then you don't realize I need
The heat
6
sink.
adapters, I need 12 extensions. Like you don't think about that because you're like, oh, it fit on that truck, it'll fit on my truck, but they didn't realize what those people had to do to get it.
Right.
So,
I'm just curious to see like if it'd be better to just run 3 in each wheel well and then strips on the bottom. If that would
I mean,
look better?
strips look good. They look really good because then they've got that solid, consistent light.
Right.
But honestly, it's up to you personally. I bought these ones because they're cheaper, they look good still, and they give that consistent light because
Right.
they're really bright. But I mean, they're not super bright that they're gonna like be like holy crap, but they're bright enough to make it look like, oh, that guy's got lights, you know, like. So you can notice it still when you're driving down the road.
Sweet.
I don't know. I wouldn't pay for one of those like kits that are like $300. I would just
Yeah.
go on
that's way too
Amazon and
much.
find a light that you like, and then buy the kit and then buy a bunch of extensions and adapters, because the extension and adapter are like $10.
I see a lot of people just buy a spool of wire and just splice everything and run it to their battery.
Yeah, they do, but
What do you think would be cleaner, buying adapters and extensions or a wire?
well, the thing is just I believe the adapters and the wires are easier to handle because you can control it a little more and like route it the way that you want, and then not have a roll like this
Right.
big of wires just going into one area and then cutting all down into one. You can take 6 cords and break them into 3,
Right.
and then make it all the way down into like 2 cables, and then into 1 cable, and then it goes into 1 cable that's going into your cab instead of, or going to your
7.
battery instead of 7. Right.
Right.
So it's just easier to manage with adapters and extensions.
I just gotta buy, because for some reason Ram likes to put half a fender in the back, or not a fender, the guard.
Oh, it's like one on each side.
Yeah, it's
and-
like 3/4 of a guard instead of a full one. So in order for us to put rocket lights in, we have to buy 2 new guards.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I think we're running on like hour 20 right now or something like that. We're pretty close to it. So,
Pretty
Stay
good episode.
tuned.
it was good having you guys on. For sure gonna have to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Continue on.
Gonna have to get a little bit more comfortable behind the mic, Mark.
Yeah.
He's getting a little
Dude,
more
I'm a
comfortable
rookie.
now. He's getting,
Amateur hour, come on.
He's getting more. He got a little. You can notice he got a lot more comfortable towards the end of the.
That's just because we got a subject to talk about that I can talk about.
Right.
So like stupid.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
We'll see you guys Thursday. Peace out.
See you guys.
See ya.